So, shout out to ESPN for giving us some love here. Not a company I usually expect to give us that much love, but hey, listen, I will give credit where credit is due here for ESPN as they gave us a lot of love in this football power index. So, pretty much what this is it's called FPI, right? It's how strong you're going to finish for the upcoming season. So, for example, they have us finishing seventh in the FPI, which again, Football Power Index. This is the seventh in the league. Okay, not the AFC, not just the AFC. They were talking about seventh in the whole entire league, which in theory, we're going to look at where that would place us in a second. So, they think we have a 36.5% chance to win the AFC North. I think switch those to 6 and 3 around, and that's more realistic. It's still really low, but I think it's more realistic than saying 70 or 36.5%. I think we have like around a 70-80% chance. To win a Super Bowl, 5.4. Okay, we'll move the point and add 20%, and I agree with you. So they have us win a 5.4% chance to win the Super Bowl and a 36.5% chance to win the AFC North. So, not bad. That's actually a very, nice prediction for us. So, this is kind of how the whole thing shakes out when it comes to the football power index rankings. So, for example, it has the 49ers as considered to be the best team in the league. They think that they're going to finish the best. Then it's the Chiefs. Then it's the Ravens. So, in theory, we would be, again, behind the Ravens here. But we would be the number... Actually, because the Ravens won the division, we would be the 5th seed, right? Because you got 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed. Yeah, we would be the 5th seed, pretty much. Because Buffalo would win the division, KC would win the division, Baltimore would win the division, and then that would come down to the Texans winning their division. We would be the 5th seed, and according to this, the 6th seed would be the Miami Dolphins, and the 7th seed would be the New York Jets. Meaning that Pittsburgh and, Pittsburgh and Cleveland would be out of the playoffs. Cleveland, by the way, is at 0.5. Pittsburgh's at 0.0. Carolina's at negative 6.7. Man, I don't think anyone's ready for the comeback season for the Carolina Panthers. If the Panthers have a good season, if the Panthers even win, honestly, 7 games this year, I think that's a huge W for them. 7-game season, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but winning 7 games, I feel like that's a huge W for them. Patriots are all the way down here at negative 5.6. Yeah. So I think the Patriots should be the second to worst team. Seahawks, Bucks, Cardinals, Raiders. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. Because the funny thing is, right, at the end of the day, we look at these numbers, we look at all these stats, we do it every single year, right? One of these teams is going to be really good, okay? One of these teams that we're looking at is going to be really good, and they're going to be ranked so poorly on this chart right here. Maybe it is Pittsburgh, okay? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible to be Pittsburgh, because I have been proven wrong many times before, and other analysts has too, when it comes to, what teams are going to be good and what teams are going to be bad for the upcoming season. We always think that, this team's going to be good, this team's going to be good. In reality, it ends up being another team, or another team ends up being bad when we thought they were good. Out of all these teams, I feel like the best team, I feel like the Bears are going to take a huge leap forward. I'm not a Caleb Williams fan, but I think they're going to take a huge leap forward. I think the Commanders will get a lot better than before. Carolina, I think Carolina, I'm going to say that they're going to win 6 games. I think 6 games is a logical prediction for Carolina. But, I mean, hey, listen, ESPN, if you want to give us some love, I appreciate it, Usually not what we see from media outlets is any love toward us, but at the end of the day, I think you're a little incorrect on Baltimore being ahead of us. But I think that, there are some situations here where I can get behind you on us finishing very high in the AFC. The sad part is, though, because you have Baltimore ahead of us. If you didn't have Baltimore ahead of us, we'd finish as the number 2 seed. And I think you switch Baltimore and us, and I'm okay with it. Just switch us, our two teams around, and I think that's pretty much A-okay. But I'll see you guys next one. Peace.